Hey book lovers, Victoria here and you're watching My Books Me. Today I'm bringing you my April book haul and I got quite a few books in April, so let's jump right into it. The first book I got during April is probably one of the most anticipated books here on BookTube, and it is also one of the most beautiful books I have seen in a long time, and that is Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. This is the first book in a series, isn't it? I honestly don't know anything about this book. I've heard a couple of things that I've seen on like Twitter and some brief snippets of reviews. All I know about it is that it's meant to be amazing. It has got amazing reviews and it looks stunning, and I'm so excited to start this hopefully very, very soon. I honestly don't really want to know too much about it anyway, and I'm really, really excited. The next book I got in April is The Silent Invasion by James Bradley. This is the first book in the Change trilogy. This is about an alien invasion, and plants, animals and humans are being infected by spores from space and becoming part of a vast alien intelligence. When 16-year-old Callie discovers her little sister Gracie is changing, she flees with Gracie to the Zone to escape termination by the ruthless officers of quarantine. What Callie finds in the Zone will alter her forever and send her on a journey to the stars and beyond. I really have no idea what else this is about. I'm not someone who picks up alien books, but this one sounded interesting. It also looked really pretty, so I just went for it. Also, this was actually a signed edition on Booktopia, so also one of the reasons why I picked it up. But it sounds really good. I have heard mixed things about this though, so I don't really know, but I'm excited to give it a go. The next book is a non-fiction book, and that is Mind Freak: Secret Revelations by Chris Angel with Laura Morton. So Chris Angel, for those who don't know, is a magician and illusionist, and he's amazing, and his TV series Mind Freak is absolutely awesome. I probably watch that at least once a year. It's really good. I really wish I could go to Vegas and watch his live show because it's meant to be amazing as well. But anyway, this book is a mix of being a biography and talking about like a biography about him growing up, discovering like magic, and about some of the tricks he's performed. Plus it has 40 mind tricks you can master yourself. And like I said, I really love Chris Angel, so I'm really excited to finally have my hands on this book. I'm super surprised that it was actually a hardcover. I bought this secondhand off eBay, and either it wasn't in the listing that it was hardcover or it was and I just didn't read it. But for $13, I am so glad that I finally have this book. I've been eyeing it off for ages, and I'm definitely, hopefully going to read it soon. The next two books I got, I feel weird including them in this book haul, but I'm just going to anyway. These are kids books. These are little golden books. So during April, my pop was cleaning out a lot of kids stuff that he no longer needs because his youngest grandchild is 18 years old. So his house is just sort of filled with kids crap that he doesn't really need and we don't even really use. So when he was cleaning some stuff out, I commandeered some things for the mems. And one of the things I really wanted to get was a book that I knew he had because I loved it so much as a kid. And do you think I could find it? No. So I ended up buying it, and it's like sequel, and that is The Monster at the End of This Book, starring lovable furry old Grover by John Stone. And I used to love this as a kid because it's essentially Grover talking to you as the reader and telling you not to keep turning the pages, even though you do keep turning the pages to get to the end of the book. Apparently there was also a sequel called Another Monster at the End of This Book, starring lovable furry old Grover and equally lovable furry little Elmo, also written by John Stone. So I have these in my collection and I quite like it. The next 10 books I got are ones that I'm super excited to have and to have found a listing on eBay that had all these 10 books and were really cheap. And these are 10 books from the Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High novelization. So obviously on TV right now we have Degrassi Next Class. That started off as Degrassi Next Generation, but that started as Degrassi, well, Kids of Degrassi Street, but we're not going there. Started off as Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High back in the 80s. And I wasn't born then, I didn't watch it when it was first on TV. But I've since got my hands on some of the episodes and I've watched them all and they were all amazing. It's so, I just love 80s and 90s TV shows, and it's so interesting to see some of the things they talked about in the 80s that were very much a taboo topic on TV. So anyway, these books go along with the TV series. So there is Exit Stage Left by William Pasnak, and this is about a play that is happening at Degrassi Junior High. Then there is Stephanie K by Ken Roberts, and this is Stephanie going for class president. Then there is Spike by Loretta Castanaleran and Ken Roberts, and this is Spike dealing with her pregnancy in junior high. On the back of that there is Shane by Susie Nielsen, and this is about Shane dealing with Spike being pregnant. Then we have Melanie, also by Susie Nielsen, and this is just about her like trying to live it up in junior high because it's not really what she expected. Then we have Joey Jeremiah by Catherine Ellis, and spoiler alert, Joey fails grade 8 while everyone else goes on to grade 9, and this is about him dealing with that and the embarrassment of having to repeat grade 8, but at the same time he really just wants to be famous with his band, the Zit Remedy, so he decides to enter them into the Battle of the Bands. Then there is Lucy by Nazine Sakid. And this is about Lucy deciding to take a trip with her friends. Then we have Snake by Susie Nielsen, and this is about Snake having to deal with all sorts of crap in grade 9 and thinking that he wouldn't have to deal with some of this shit, and yeah. Then we have Maya by Catherine Ellis, and this is set during the summer when Maya has a job and a boyfriend, and like they're two things that she's always wanted but never thought she'd get, at least in high school or junior high, because she's in a wheelchair. It turns out the job is more than she bargained for, and Kirk, her boyfriend, has a mysterious side that he doesn't want to share with her. Finally, there is BLT by Catherine Dunphy, and this is also set during the summer when BLT is playing basketball and all of the stuff that he sort of learns during that summer with the people he's hanging out with. Very excited for all of those books. I'm definitely thinking of rewatching the series and then reading these books because I'm very excited. Seriously, go check out Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High. The next thing isn't really a book, but it is still very, very exciting, and I feel like it's like sort of a book. It is actually just a comic, and that is Saw Rebirth by, who's this by? By Eric Lieb. I think this is set between Saw 1 and Saw 2. I don't really know, but I love Saw. It is definitely my favorite horror series. I just find the movies so good, just the way that they all fit together and everything that's hidden in them. Like seriously, if you haven't watched them, seriously watch them. Also, there's another one coming out this year, which is very exciting. But I managed to track down a really good copy of this because they no longer make it. I have no idea what it's actually about, and I think it is set during 1 and 2 because there's Saw 2 written on the back. And yeah, all I know is Jigsaw's in here. I'm just sort of looking. I have no idea what this is about, but I'm very excited to read it. Finally, the last book I got during April is 13 Days by Robert F. Kennedy, who was the Attorney General during JFK's presidency, being Kennedy's brother, and this is about the 13 days of the Cuban Missile Crisis, which I find to be a fascinating point in Cold War history, and I love everything to do with Kennedy. I just find his presidency to be interesting, especially because obviously he was assassinated, and the Cuban Missile Crisis is a very key point in Cold War history and the outcome of the Cold War. So this is his memoir of the Cuban Missile Crisis and what took place over those 13 days that the Russians put missiles into Cuba aiming straight for the US. And yeah, I'm really excited to read this. It is definitely shorter than I thought, although thinking about it, it is only about 13 days. Like, it's obviously not going to be that long, but anyway, I'm really excited for this one. Yeah, all the books that I got during the month of April. I'm definitely at the point now where I'm kind of not buying as many books. Yeah, I don't know, I've got so many books I need to read that sometimes I feel like, oh, I need to buy a book, but I'm like, I don't really know what to get because, like, I don't know what I want to read. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Let me know in the comments below if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts are on them, or if you're intrigued by any of them. I will try to link below to some of the Goodreads pages for these books so you can go check them out. Other than that, I will see you guys next week with another video. Bye!